I've seen a lot of chatter happening right now about Call of Duty, which just dropped the beta. I guess I don't know when the actual full release or what the hell that even means because you buy the game, you get the beta. The game's out. Black Ops 7. No, Call of Duty is in an interesting spot. You can't lie. Can't deny it. I used to play this, more so. Yes, it had Modern Warfare 2, but Black Ops 2, I think, was the game that I put the most hours in. I had a blast playing that game. Lots of core memories unlocked. Friends that I've met along the way, as well, that we used to game with, playing Call of Duty. But it does seem to be right now that there's this. What would be the term that we would use? Because the game is still selling, is it not? I mean, they have moved to. I mean, they have this like annual, more or less release. Though, yes, I know different like sub studios between Treyarch and some of the others. They're working on different games, kind of separately. But as far as Call of Duty as a franchise is concerned, they're putting out games fairly frequently. But you don't get the feeling when this drops like, man, I'm going to, even if you're into for FPS. I don't think that it's because people have outgrown the genre. I just think that it's just in a weird spot. It's just in a very, very weird spot. The consensus seems to be more so centered around the fact that it's moved and strayed so far away from what made it great as a first person shooter that now it feels like it's lost its soul. I say that not to say that it has none. I'm just saying it does appear to be much differently than what it was playing, or like as far as what we were playing the many, many years ago. Now, obviously, very corporate. I'm not saying that it wasn't massive before. I'm not saying that the Call of Duty franchise had never been massive and there weren't corporate. It wasn't. It wasn't corporate. Obviously, as much budget they were putting in, even the marketing. It was pretty corporate. But you get what I'm saying. There's like almost this the soul changes of that franchise once it gets to a certain level where it's so big. Maybe the creators, the people that were fundamentally part of these projects, are no longer with them, and it's kind of gone and done its own thing. And now we're just buying kind of this in a nostalgic effort to try to relive the feeling that we got when we first played it. But even if you get a group of your buddies, sure, everybody's maybe at a different stage of their life than they were when Modern Warfare 2 days, Black Ops and Black Ops 2 days. Sure, 100% true. That said, it's just not the same, and not to say that it should be identical. It's just to say that soul, the thing that made Call of Duty great, it does seem to be a consensus that whatever it is right now, it's not it. Now, I do anticipate that this game is going to sell very well. I'm under no impression whatsoever that the Call of Duty franchise isn't going to make money. That thing is rolling in dough. That thing is something that there are people, again, maybe in a more nostalgic effort, that's going to buy that thing every single time they drop. But the mojo seems to be lost. And I don't even know what it would take for it to return to form. Can't really blame it on the annual releases because, well, they were putting out games pretty frequently years ago. So I don't think that has anything to do with it. I just think the vision is just much different from what it was before. On the 7th Black Ops, Ribbon and Silverback, we watched it, and, it was a weird kind of initial trailer. Didn't quite understand, but here we are. That market, though, I think is still, I know Battlefield has been his major competitor. Battlefield does not come out every single year. There's a lot of people that play Battlefield 6, I believe they're on. Played that. I didn't play the beta, should have, or whatever. But everybody that I know that is into those types of games, they seem to be really fond of it. So it'll be interesting to see how long that lasts, because it is, at the end of the day, still a different type of game. though that's their direct their closest competition. So outside of that, maybe there is still a market. There's been a lot of people that have tried the arena shooter kind of FPS format, and it just hasn't worked. It hasn't. It just hasn't worked. A lot of them have come and gone over the years. So many Call of Duty killers that have come out, and then everybody just starts to defaulting back to. And it's the first day and best dress rule, bro. They have an entire ecosystem surrounding their game. Not like talking about even just with the pro circuit and obviously the streaming elements. Like you got, it's funny seeing streamers that you can see them play this game, and they don't want to play it, but that's the only way. Let's say this: they get their most views by playing this damn game. So they feel like they're almost pressured and positioned to where they have to play this fucking game, even though they know it's not it. So it's a big advantage that they have, an entire ecosystem surrounding this. And I don't know if a return to form. I think again, is it one of those like, hey man, it had its heyday. Someone else has to kind of come by and recapture that and give you that feel. But again, there's been so many that have come and gone and tried and gave it a shot to put themselves in a position to be a competitor, and they just failed. And no matter how people feel about these COD games, say what you will, people are still buying them. And that may make you depressed. I'm just giving it to you straight. People are still buying them.